What's going on, everybody? This is Deshaun 2 Raw, host of the Belt to the Bush YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over my NBA picks and predictions for tonight's NBA action. Sorry about yesterday, had some things come up, but we're back in business. So let's kick it off with a bang right here. First game up, we got the Phoenix Suns at the Miami Heat, 7:30 p.m. EST. Heat currently 1.5 point favorites, over under 230 and a half. Y'all already know how it go on around here. For the Phoenix Suns, Jalen Green is still out, and Jay Boye is still out. For the Heat, Norman Powell finds his way on the injury report. He is a game time decision. Both of these two teams have not met yet this season. This will be the first matchup. And for the Suns, they are winners of 4 out of their last 5. They're coming off a 2-game homestand. This will be their first game on the road. And for the Heat, they're winners of 1 out of their last 5. They're coming off 3 straight road games in which they lost all of them. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, while the Suns are on a 3-game winning streak. But the Heat come back home to Miami for this one. I'll tell you straight up like this. If Norman Powell is a no-go, then give me the Suns outright money line. They are going to need Norman Powell if they want to win this game. I can assure you that much. So I'm not in love with this game. Just keep an eye on the injury report for Norman Powell. If he does not play, then I will be on Phoenix. If he does play, then I'll stick with Miami right here. I mean, I think he is just that much of a factor. He has elevated this Miami Heat team. He is their leading scorer on the season. Yes, I know Tyler Hero is back, but coming off an injury. So what can we really expect from him? Yes, I know he can go off, him and Bam and Jovic and Jaime Jaquez and Khalil Ware, but nah, I need Norman Powell to play if I'm gonna take Miami, because like I said, this Phoenix Suns team is very underrated, very undervalued right now. The books have not caught up with the Phoenix Suns. They are exceeding expectations that everyone thought this season. So, like I said, not in love with this game. For the sake of argument, that I think Norman Powell will give it a go tonight. So I'll lay the 1.5 with Miami at home. I think it's a good bounce back spot for them. Like I said, coming off of 3 straight road losses, I think they right the ship here. So give me the Heat. I'll lay the 1.5 in this one. Next game up, we got my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs at the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Thunder currently 7.5-point favorites, over under 228.5. Let's check the injury report real quick. For the Spurs, Devin Vassell is still out. For the Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein is out. Topic is out, and Sorber is out. For the Spurs, they've won 2 out of their last 5 games. This will be our 3rd straight road game. For the Thunder, they are winners of 3 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak as of right now, while we are on a 1-game losing streak. This will be the 4th meeting between these two teams. San Antonio currently leads the season series 3-0. The Spurs got a 111-109 win in the first matchup. That was on a neutral site. Then the Spurs got a 130-110 win in San Antonio. Then the Spurs got a 117-102 win in Oklahoma City. This is simple for me. Give me the Spurs. Until the Thunder show me that they can beat us, I'm not going to take them. It's just as simple as that. So I'm going to keep fading them. I'll take the Spurs plus 7.5 points. I'll take the Spurs on the outright money line plus a 225. Like I said, it's just that simple for me. Until further notice, I'm taking the Spurs. Simple as that. But let me touch on the Spurs real quick. We would honestly be like a game or 2 behind Oklahoma City if we would hold 4th quarter leads. I cannot stress it enough how many times San Antonio has blown a 4th quarter lead. I mean, you're going into the 4th quarter with a 5-point lead, 8-point lead, 12-point lead, and absolutely getting dominated. I mean, in our recent loss against Minnesota, we lost 104-103. We were hammering them. I think our largest lead was 19. We were dominating them the entire game. We had won every quarter up until the 4th quarter. And it was kind of the same thing for when we played Minnesota the first time. We were up 5 going into the fourth quarter, and we got blown out in the fourth quarter. Same thing happened here. We got blown out in the fourth quarter, ended up losing that game to Minnesota. We are much better than Minnesota. We should have won both of those games. Same game in Memphis. We should have won that game. I don't see how we let that game go. Honestly, we should be on a 4-game winning streak right now. We really should. We should be on a 4-game winning streak right now. But 2 fourth-quarter blown leads and led to losses right there. I mean, that puts us at 29-10 just off of those 2 right there. It puts us at 29-10. Where the Thunder is 33-7. The first meeting against Minnesota. That gives us 9 losses. So, and then those back-to-back games to Golden State and back-to-back nights. Like, we shouldn't be losing those games. That's 7 losses. I mean, we should be tied with the Thunder right now for the 1 seed. Well, we would be the 1 seed because we're up 3-0 on them. But I digress. Like I said, the sky's the limit for the Spurs. It really, really is. I hope that does not continue once playoff time comes around, because these teams are going to play a tougher brand of basketball once playoffs hit. So we need to get that stuff out of our system here. But we do not struggle with the Thunder. I think we have them figured out. Honestly, I would not be surprised if we play them 5 times this season. I wouldn't be surprised if we go straight 5-0. So, that's just my thoughts, but I think it starts here. So, yeah, this is way too many points. We've seen this shit before. My goodness. Words are hard. We've seen this shit before. I'll take the Spurs, put 7.5, and outright money line until further notice. Like I said, Thunder have to show me. Simple as that. The Thunder has to show me. So, I'll take the Spurs, put some points, and on the money line in this one. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bulls at the Houston Rockets. Man, them Rockets. Rockets, 12.5-point favorites, over under 224.5, 8 o'clock p.m. EST. For the Bulls, Phillips, game time decision, but he is listed as probable per ESPN. Kobe White is out. Zach Collins is out. Josh Giddey is out. And Y. Kawamura, he used to play for the Memphis Grizzlies. He was like a little compadre to John Morant. He is also a game time decision. For the Houston Rockets, Tari Eason is out, and Dorian Finney-Smith is out. For the Bulls, they're winners of 2 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak right now. And for the Rockets, winners of 1 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, but this will be their first home game in their last 3 games, because they've played 3 straight road games, and then now they're back at home at the crib, in which they got their only win in their last 5 games, because 4 of their last 5 games were played on the road, and they lost all of them. But only home win was against Phoenix, 197. This will be the first matchup between these 2 teams this season. Like I said, the Rockets, they need to be at home. They play significantly better at home. I think this is a really, really good spot for the Rockets to bounce back off of 3 straight road game losses. And I mean, it's not like they were good losses. These are bad losses. I mean, at Portland twice, and then at Sacramento, where you lose by 13. And then you lost at Dallas. I mean, these are not good losses. I mean, you expect more out of Houston. And for the Bulls, like I said, I mean, shit, they're winners of 2 out of their last 5. They didn't win any of their road games either. They lost at Detroit, 108-93, and at Boston, 115-101. So obviously they're struggling on the road, and they're banged up right now. So give me the Rockets. I'll lay the 12.5. Like I said, just simple bounce back spot for the Houston Rockets. They're head and shoulders a better basketball team here. They should take Chicago behind the woodshed tonight. Like I said, they played a better brand of basketball at home at the Toyota Center. And like I said, they are fairly healthy. Yes, they are missing Tari Eason and Dorian Finney-Smith, but I still think they have enough to crush this Chicago Bulls team. So give me Houston. I'll lay the 12.5. And this one, next game up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Milwaukee Bucks, 8 o'clock p.m. EST. Bucks currently 2.5-point favorites, over under 228.5. For the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards is out. Rudy Gobert is out due to suspension, and Terrence Shannon Jr. is still out. For the Bucks, Taurean Prince is still out, and Miles Turner is a game-time decision. For the Timberwolves, they are winners of 4 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak. And for the Bucks, they are winners of 3 out of their last 5. They're on a 1-game losing streak. These two teams have already matched up once this season in Minnesota. Minnesota got a 103-100 win here. The Bucks, they're coming off of 4 straight road games. 4 straight road games. This will be their first home game in a while. And I think that's really, really good. Like I said, no Anthony Edwards, no Timberwolves for me. Straight like that. I mean, like I said, you're missing Rudy Gobert and you're missing Anthony Edwards. Yes, you're still going to have Dante DiVincenzo, Mike Conley, Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, and those guys. But this Bucks team plays a different brand of basketball when Giannis is in that lineup and they're at home at the crib in front of their fans. I think this is a really, really good spot to take the Bucks. Like I said, first home game in a while. They couldn't wait to get back to the crib. And like I said, I'm not trusting Minnesota without Anthony Edwards. No shot. So, yeah, give me the Bucks. I'll lay the 2.5. It's just as simple as that. Like I said, am I in love with this game? No, because I can see Minnesota coming in here and winning this game outright. But like I said, they don't have Anthony Edwards. They don't have their best player on the court, and they don't have Rudy Gobert. It's just not happening here. But I would love for Miles Turner to be in because, like I said, I could see a few matchups that they could easily win on the glass in terms of Giannis and Miles Turner. So just keep an eye on the injury report for Miles Turner, see if he plays or not. Even if not, I'll still be on the Bucks. So give me the Bucks. I'll lay the 2.5. And this one, next game up, we got the Denver Nuggets at the New Orleans Pelicans. 8:00 p.m. EST. Nuggets short 2.5-point favorites over under 235.5. For Denver, Jamal Murray is a game-time decision. Christian Braun is out. Spencer Jones is a game-time decision, but he is listed as probable per ESPN. Aaron Gordon is a game-time decision. He is also listed as probable per ESPN. Valanciunas is out. Jokic is still out. For the Pelicans, Herbert Jones is out. Sadiq Bey is a game-time decision. Jose Alvarado is out. And DeJounte Murray is still out. For the Nuggets, they are winners of 3 out of their last 5. They're coming off 2 straight home games. This will be their first game on the road. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak. For the Pelicans, they are winners of 1 out of their last 5. They've played 3 straight road games. This will be their first home game in a while. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. These two teams have already matched up twice this season. Denver got a 122-88 win in Denver. Then Denver got a 125-118 win in New Orleans. Man. Everything in my body is telling me to take the Pelicans here, but Denver just finds ways to win games. They've been finding ways to win games. They're still beating teams that they should beat, even without Jokic, even without Valanciunas. They're still finding ways to win. Like I said, just keep an eye out for Jamal Murray. Like I said, he is on here. If Jamal Murray is a go, then I will easily lay the 2.5 number with the Nuggets. If not, then I honestly probably won't even bet this game. Like I said, just because the injury report is just full of full of it, man. But yeah, if Jamal Murray is a go, and since Aaron Gordon and Spencer Jones are both listed as probable, so it's good to have those 2 guys. But Jamal Murray just will keep the thing going. So, like I said, if Jamal Murray is not a go, then I may take New Orleans because I think New Orleans does have enough offense to keep up with this Denver Nuggets team, and New Orleans is back home. So, like I said, there's going to be spots where you're going to be able to bet New Orleans. I think this is a good spot here to get them. But just look out for the injury report. If Jamal Murray is a go, I'll lean the Nuggets. If Jamal Murray is not a go, I'll take the Pelicans. But For the sake of argument, if I had to lean one way, I'll probably lean Pelicans. So give me the Pelicans plus 2.5 and or outright money line. And this one, next game up, we got the Atlanta Hawks at the Los Angeles Lakers, 10:30 p.m. EST. Hawks currently 2.5-point favorites, over under 233.5. For the Hawks, Luke Kennard is a game-time decision. Asa Newell is a game-time decision. Zachary Risache is a game-time decision. Porzingis is out, and then Dante is out. For the Lakers, Austin Reeves is still out, and Adam Thiero is out. For the Hawks, they're winners of 3 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak. They're coming off. This will be their 3rd straight road game. For the Lakers, they're winners of 2 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak right now. This will be a back-to-back for the Lakers. Like I said, they played last night in Sacktown, come back home. So this is a back-to-back with travel for those guys. These two teams have already met up once this season. Atlanta got a 122-102 win in Atlanta. Yes, this is a bounce-back spot for the Lakers. They went out there and laid a dud in Sacktown. That is a really, really bad loss. Do we trust them on a back-to-back with travel to be the Hawks? Now, LeBron James will not be playing in this game, if I'm not mistaken, because I think he said that he's not playing in back-to-backs. And this is a back-to-back. Even though I do not see him on there, I'm pretty sure if you keep up with the injury report later, LeBron James will be on there as out for this game because he is not playing back-to-backs. Actually, you know what? Let me see if he played last night real quick. Let me see. Yep, he sure did. He played 33 minutes last night. Yep. And they still lost by 12. And Doncic had 42 and he had 22. Come on. They combined for 64 points and they still lost by 12 to the Kings. That is very concerning. But yeah, only Luka here against Atlanta Hawks team that's playing better than expected. They're playing better basketball as of late right now. Like I said, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They're just getting it done. So I'm gonna lay the points with the Hawks. It's just the Lakers are in a bad spot right now. They're not playing good basketball right now. They're losing games that they shouldn't be losing. With Luka and LeBron both in the lineup, I mean, it just don't matter. It just really shows how much they need Austin Reeves back. He was taking a lot of pressure off those guys and going crazy for the Lakers. They need him back. But here, I think the Hawks are just going to straight up outshoot the Lakers here. So I'll take the Hawks. I'll lay the 2.5 with them. And this one, and for the final game of the night, we got the Portland Trailblazers at the Golden State Warriors, 11 o'clock p.m. EST. Wow, that says the 76ers. That is my fault. The Warriors are currently 10.5-point favorites, over under 225.5. So I repeat, Golden State is favored by 10.5, and the over under is 225.5. For the Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant is a game time decision. He is listed as doubtful per ESPN. Danny Advia is out. Keegan Murray. No, yes, his name is Chris Murray. Dang, I knew it. Chris Murray is out. Matisse Thybulle was out, and Scoot Henderson is still out. For the Warriors, Seth Curry is still out. For the Trailblazers, they are winners of 4 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak. They've played 4 straight home games before this road game right here. So this will be their first game on the road in a while. For the Warriors, they are winners of 3 out of their last 5. This will be their 4th straight home game. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak right now, as well as the Trailblazers. These two teams have already met 3 times this season. Portland leads the season series 3-0. Portland got a 139-119 win in Portland. Then they got a 127-123 win in Golden State. Then got a 136-131 win in Portland. So these two teams have been scoring out the ass. But like I said, if you're looking at it, Portland's going to be without Danny Avdia Chris Murray, and Jeremy Grant. All those guys are going to be out. Warriors, fully healthy. They're back at home where they play significantly better basketball. Like I said, this will be the Warriors' fourth straight home game. And like I said, this will be the Trailblazers' first road game in a while. Like, they haven't been on the road since January 3rd. So they've been playing none but straight home games. I think this is a very, very good spot for Golden State to take Portland behind the woodshed while they are injured and banged up. So I'll take the Warriors. I'll lay the 10.5 with them in our final game of the day. And that's going to wrap it up for my NBA picks and predictions. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. It really helps out with my algorithm and gets these videos out to more people like you searching for free picks. Ultimately, the final decision does come down to you to place these bets. Make sure you bet responsibly. I'm just here to steer you in the right direction and give you my thoughts. Also, go check out my boy at Marky Picks. He is absolutely killing the player prop scene. He's on a phenomenal run right now. He is absolutely milking the banks of money. So if you've been tapped in with him, you've been cashing in. So let him know that I sent you. Make sure you get over there and subscribe to his channel and catch his videos. Also, make sure to tap in to the Discord that also features at Marky Picks and myself. We post all our plays in there completely free and exclusive only Discord picks in there, so you don't want to miss it. A lot of free content in there, a lot of valuable content in there, absolutely free. I will leave the link to the Discord in my description. Make sure you guys get in there. But that's it. That's all. This is Deshaun Raw, host of the Bells of the Books YouTube channel, and I'm out of here.